What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Why do I do this to myself? Why? Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got done watching Cop Out. Yes, Cop Out is a 2010 comedy film, so they say. It was directed by Kevin Smith, not written by. This is his first movie that he just directed and did not write. I wonder why. The plot. Who fucking cares about what this plot from this movie was? But out of habit, let's just go through it. We have Bruce Willis as Jimmy Monroe and his partner, Paul Hodges, played by Tracy Morgan. These two guys play cops who have been partners for 9 years. And the two of them, Bruce Willis wants to sell a baseball card to pay for his daughter's wedding, but the card gets stolen, so the two of them get mixed up with the Mexican drug cartel gang or whatever the fuck. Like, seriously, who fucking cares? Because this movie is a piece of shit for so many reasons, but let's first start with Bruce Willis as Jimmy Monroe. Look, I love Bruce Willis. I do. Like, he's one of my favorite actors. I love watching his movies where he is into it, where he's either a badass or he's just giving great performances. This is not one of those movies. I'm not saying that there aren't maybe one or two scenes where he tried more than others, where it seemed like he tried to put some energy into it, tried to be funny, but man, for the most part, he is sleepwalking through this movie. He is just coasting along, not giving a fuck about anything on screen. And you know what? I can't blame him. They probably paid him a shitload of money to do some buddy cop film. He saw the script, or he saw the actors who he had to work with, the environment that he was in, and was like, fuck, I have to make something funny out of this. What the fuck? And he checked out. He just emotionally, mentally checked out. Again, I don't blame him. I know him and Kevin Smith had major issues on set with this movie. Kevin Smith still to this day talks shit about Bruce Willis about it. And look, maybe it's easier for me to say, maybe if that was me and I did, like, Bruce Willis was really a dick, maybe I'd hate him still too, but it's like, come on, Kevin Smith. This movie, no wonder why Bruce Willis was a dick, because he knew how much of a steaming, stinking pile of dog shit this was. Speaking of that, Tracy Morgan plays his partner. It's baffling that this movie is trying to get me to believe that Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan have been partners for 9 years. Get the fuck out of here. 9 years? There's no chemistry between them. There's nothing with the scenes of them to make me think that they're even friends for a day, let alone years and years. It would be more believable if Bruce Willis just got stuck with this guy, like it just fucking happened, and they had to deal with each other. I'm not saying it would have been funnier, but it just, as far as believability goes, as far as me setting me up in this world, at the very beginning you have this whole spiel that Tracy Morgan goes into, quoting movies and doing a bunch of scenes, and Bruce Willis is like spouting out the names of it, name dropping every movie. I got a slight chuckle when they referenced Die Hard and Bruce Willis said, I've never seen that movie. A slight chuckle. Out of the whole movie, the rest of the movie, I never laughed again. That was it. That was fucking it. Tracy Morgan, I'm not saying that I've never laughed at the guy. I'm not saying that on Saturday Night Live or 30 Rock that he's never made me laugh. Sure, he has, but this movie, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the lack of material and the fact that it's just him improvising for damn near the whole fucking movie and it just gets annoying after a while, that all he can do is just yell and spout random shit that doesn't have anything to do with anything, that there's no fucking payoffs to any of these jokes. There's nothing. It's some of the worst material ever. And like, who knows? Maybe, probably not, but maybe this movie could have worked better if it was somebody different, was somebody who could handle doing something like this. I just think he failed in so many ways. Let's talk about the other cast, because we have Seann William Scott as this random guy Dave, who was a criminal. He stole the baseball card from Bruce Willis, and there's an ongoing joke with Seann William Scott where he's in the back of their car and he repeats everything that Tracy Morgan says. He mimics him. And that's supposed to be funny. They're going off for like at least 5 minutes or so, where it's almost like they expect us to be laughing throughout this whole thing, and I'm just sitting there like, fuck. Like, everyone in this car, hell, even Tracy Morgan, everyone in this scene deserves better. But clearly, this movie was not that. Michelle Trachtenberg plays Bruce Willis's daughter. I swear, I don't know how old she was at the time of this, but she still looks like she's like 15. So, okay, but she's getting married. And so that brings in Jason Lee, who's playing the stepfather, the rich douchebag asshole type guy who he wants to pay for the wedding just to kind of prove how fucking awesome he is, I guess, at life. And he's being a dick to Bruce Willis. And honestly, that was a side plot, like a very minor side plot that like could have been the best part of the movie, the most interesting part of the movie, just seeing Bruce Willis trying to talk shit to him, but Jason Lee was just being that asshole that he can be so well. Like, those moments, you should have made the movie more about that and cut Tracy Morgan out. Adam Brody, I almost forget that he was in this movie. This is my second time watching this, by the way, and I completely forgot that Adam Brody was here. He is a partner. He's also a cop, a partner to Kevin Pollak, who's just like, what the fuck are you doing here, dude? The two of them are supposed to be like asshole cops at the very beginning, making fun of Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan, and then they have some sort of weird, random character arc, which is so fucking wasted, so fucking pointless. Rashida Jones is in this movie as Tracy Morgan's wife! What? What the fuck? How did this happen? Who has dirt? Who has, like, some of the worst, dirtiest secrets of an actress like Rashida Jones? She's great. She's funny. I love her. She does nothing in this movie. She's just here to try to pretend like she has any interest in Tracy Morgan, but it's clear as day that she doesn't. And then there's a side plot of whether or not she's cheating on him. He thinks she is. He puts a teddy bear camera there, and he's debating on if he should look at it, and it's like, I don't give a fuck. And if she was cheating on you, I wouldn't blame her. I really wouldn't. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the main villain, the leader of the Mexican drug cartel gang, whatever the fuck, Po' Boy, is played by Guillermo Diaz. And the only thing I want to say about this and his side characters and gang is that how come every time in one of these movies, every time you see Spanish actors, Mexican actors, they're always playing gang members or criminals or killers or rapists, just like a little politician might have said not too long ago. It's almost like Hollywood, we forgive Hollywood for their own stereotypical sort of casting. We just let that go. Every one of these movies, it's the same sort of shit. How about we cast a Mexican-American, a Hispanic actor, as a normal, regular guy? Imagine that. Anyways, that's one of the least things to complain about in this movie, because this movie, it commits one of the biggest sins to where it's just not funny, to where the writing is atrocious, to where Tracy Morgan is so fucking annoying that I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't believe that Kevin Smith even thought this was a good idea, that they were trying to go for a Lethal Weapon vibe, and it fails miserably. Wow. I never, ever want to watch this movie ever again. Please, no mas. I tap out. The only thing that makes this not Kevin Smith's worst movie is that he made Tusk a couple years later. So guys, let me know in the comments below how much of a piece of shit movie you think this is, because I definitely give this a fuck you. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!